Hello. On this week's installment of The Professor Helps, I'm going to talk to you about something that is very difficult for me. This time last year, I lost somebody who was very dear to me, and he died of brain cancer. And the reason I'm talking about it right now is because it's easy to forget what people mean to you and what you need to say to them to tell them how much you appreciate them. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that we don't have forever with everybody. We would like to think that we'll have forever. We'd like to think that we have more time with people. And sometimes we just don't. This week, I experienced my first loss of somebody who died from COVID. And it's not like they were a close friend. It was somebody that I had probably talked to 2 or 3 times. And I was really surprised by the level of grief that I'm feeling over this. And I think that it's important to talk about it because it's really interesting how grief works. I think one of the best examples that I've heard about it is that it's like a wave that comes over you. Other examples include that when you have something that you're grieving, it's like the grief is a ball and everything around it is a box. And sometimes the ball is really, really big, so it doesn't take much for it to hit the sides of the box and set you off. It can be anything. It can be a song. It can be somebody saying something that sounds like the tone that the person would have used. It's amazing how it comes out of nowhere. And usually there's a chain of grief. There's the person that you miss, and then there's the other person that you miss, and then you start thinking about other people that you've lost over the years. And I was really surprised by this level of grief and emotion that I had for somebody who I really didn't know very well. But they're gone. I had a conversation with them 2 weeks ago, and now they're gone. They're dead. That's it. No more. And I think that the message I want to get across today is that while we're all going through this, it's probably the best time for you to find that way to express to people how much you love them and how much you care about them. Because you really never know how long you're going to have with somebody. You never know how long they're going to be there. And you never know if that last conversation you have with them over the phone or over Zoom, that's it. So, at the risk of turning this into a national therapy session, I do think it's important to tell people how you feel. It's important to tell people what they mean to you. And so I will be doing a lot more of that in the coming days and weeks. In memory of Papa Joe, in memory of John, in memory of other people who are gone too soon. And this message that I put out is to inspire one person every day, whether it's virtually or in person. Right now, it has to be virtually because that's the only way that it's safe. So, every week I come to you to do a message about inspirational, motivational, and sometimes frustrational. And if you think that sounds familiar, I'm cribbing a little bit on the Muppets because I need something to kind of cheer me up right now. And the idea is that I'm here to motivate you by telling you what's going on in my life and what I find inspirational, motivational, and frustrational. And I think that the message today is tell people how you feel because you don't know how much time you have with them. And sometimes you have a little bit of warning and you know that they're sick or they're having problems, but you truly don't. You truly don't know how much time you have. So I implore you today, this minute, as soon as you click off of this video, Reach out to someone you've been thinking about. Send them a text message. Call them on the phone. Set up a Zoom call. Do it now, because you do not know how much time you will have with them. This is The Professor Helps. This is The Professor signing off.